before I get started, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahawah, Ba'ashem, YAHAWAHSHI, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders that I learned the truth from, men at GMS, and the brethren with the like-minded doctrine. So, Brother Bakalawal, I'm here with another hopeful, edifying lesson to the elect body of Yahawah, Ba'ashem, YAHAWAHSHI. This lesson is basically going to be pertaining to who the Messiah, YAHAWAHSHI Salakia, YAHAWAHSHI, what nation of people did he come for, or who did he come for? Which is clear in the scriptures, which it's not gonna be a long lesson. It's gonna be quick and straight to the point, right? Because we understand that the Messiah, YAHAWAHSHI HaMashiach, only came for the nation of Israel. So I'm gonna go to Matthew 10. Matthew the 10th chapter. And start at the 5th verse. Matthew 10 and 5. It says, These 12 YAHAWAHSHI sent forth and commanded them, saying, Go not into the way of the Gentiles, and into any city of the Samaritans enter ye not, but go rather to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. So the Messiah, YAHAWAHSHI, had commanded the 12 disciples not to go about the cities to mingle themselves with the Gentiles, but rather go to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. The lost sheep, what they call the Hellenistic Jews, the Jews that spoke Greek language and took on the Greek culture. So I think I want to go here. Might be John the 7th chapter. It's like you building. Yeah, John, the book of John, 7 and 35. And this right here, it says, this is the Pharisees and Sadducees speaking, right? John 7 and 35, it says, Then said the Jews among themselves, Whither will he go, that we shall not find him? Will he go into the dispersed among the Gentiles to teach the Gentiles? So that dispersed was the scattered sheep of Israel, the children of Israel that was scattered among the Gentiles. So that's what they're referring there, which that's what the Messiah, YAHAWAHSHI HaMashiach, was telling the disciples in Matthew's the 10th chapter, that to go to the lost sheep of the house of Israel, which are those scattered or dispersed among the Gentiles, to teach the Gentiles who they really were. They were the children of Israel, Yahweh's chosen people. So I also want to go here too, right? To the book of Mark. Mark 13. Mark 13 and 34. And it says, Mark 13 and 34, it says, "For the Son of Man is as a man taking a far journey, who left his house," which we're going to get into that word house, right? Because it says, "I came not but for the lost sheep of the house of Israel," which we're going to get into what that word house means also, right? So it says, "For the Son of Man is as a man taking a far journey, who left his house and gave authority to his servants, and to every man his work, and commanded the potter to watch." So this is a parable that the YAHAWAHSHI is speaking, that's pertaining to him and his life and who he's coming back to find to coming back to visit and to save. And salvation is for, basically, is for the house of Israel. So we're gonna get into what the definition of house is.
Strong's G 3614. Oikia.
It says orkia, Greek orkia, right? So outline biblical usage. It says the first definition. It says house. Subs. Then it says an inhabited edifice, a dwelling. And the next definition, it says the inmates of a house. So aren't we the captives? We the captives that the scriptures talk about. The ones that's captive, which was the nation of Israel. So that basically tells you that, that's us also, 'cause we are the captives that the Bible is speaking about, right? And then it says the inmates of a house, the family. So that's the definition. It says the family. So house pertains to a family. So we're gonna search the definition of what family is. So we understand it's a family thing. It's a family. That's that house he's referring to. Like like if you got your own personal household that you live in right now, for example, it's just you and your family is in that house. So basically that's just the same thing. So it's your family. That house refers to your family, your family only. It's not the neighbor's family or anybody else. It's your family, So this definition, this word family here, right? It says the first definition, it says a group of one or more parents and their children living together as a unit. The second definition, it says all the descendants of a common ancestor. So we know that who was the ancestor? Abraham, through the line of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. So that's that line, and that's the ancestry, the genealogy of the chosen seed line was from Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. So that's that family that's talking there. We got here ancestry, parentage, birth, genealogy, pedigree. This Numbers, the first chapter, the book of Numbers also says, talk about the pedigree in the book of Numbers. Was your pedigree is defined by your father. So that's what that house is. It's the family. So the Messiah said, I'm gonna just read it back over, right? Mark 13:34 says, "For the Son of Man is as a man taking a far journey, who left his house." What? He left who? Nation of Israel. That's when he went back to the Father. He went back to the Father, and he left the disciples, the apostles, which later became the apostles, to do what? His servants, what? To and gave authority to his servants and to every man his work, and commanded the potter to watch. So that's what the men of the Lord is commanded to do, and that house only pertains to the nation of Israel. So basically that's it. That's the end of this. That's the end of this lesson. Because just like it says, Matthew's the 10th chapter, that the Messiah said himself that I came not but for the lost sheep of the house of Israel, but go rather to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Either way, so that house only pertains to the descendants of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob only. So that's who's coming. That's all. That's salvation is only for the Jews or the Israelites. You know, it says that in the scriptures too. So I hope this was edifying. You know, it's just a quick lesson. You know, I hope it was edifying to the elect. And I want to say, call Halayim YAHAWAH, Ba'ashem YAHWAHSHI, Ba'ashem Kakadash. Shalom till the next time. Yahawah Rathazah, which means Lord willing. And Why Baba Ball, DTA soon.